Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Lieutenant Colonel Scott Jeffers and the entire ROTC program, I welcome you to today's retirement ceremony and reception honoring the distinguished career of Sergeant First Class Tony Walker. To open the formal portion of our event, I'd like to ask Major Jason McKenzie to come forward and offer our invocation.
All right, let's bow our heads, please. Dear Father, we come to you today on a great day, a bittersweet day, to say farewell to Sergeant First Class Walker and the amazing amount of time and effort he's put into his career, not only here at ETSU, but for his entire service, God, to the country here of the U.S. And just we thank you for allowing him to have your guidance and wisdom throughout his career. And as we say farewell, he transitions to a new chapter of his life into retirement, God, we just wish him the best and know that you're going to be with him, and know that he will continue the legacy he's built here and throughout his career of mentoring young students and leaders, God, and developing them into good citizens and wonderful stewards of this great state of the U.S. We love you and ask you that you continue to watch over this battalion as we go throughout this summer and go our separate ways, God. Just watch over us, watch over each cadet here, and help them to see that you are in control and you'll bring them back safe in the fall. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce our Military Science Department Chair, Lieutenant Colonel Scott Jeffers.
Thanks, sir. That all sounds funny because we only got, I think I know just about everybody in the room, and you don't know who I am, so it sounds funny to hear that. But it's a good afternoon outside. We'll talk right here, and Major McKenzie said it, bittersweet day, because we've got to say farewell to somebody who has become truly, and when you think about it, just 3 short years. That's not a real long time. Less time than seniors have been in college. Sergeant Walker has, within the Military Science Department, absolutely established himself as a cadet mentor, and someone who just absolutely cares, who will tell you like it is, but who will help you get past whatever you're working to. And really, it just sort of, to me at least, and I know that most, if not all of you, kind of typifies what the NCO Creed talks about, which is absolute professionalism. So that's the bitter part. We got to say farewell to him in not very many days. But it's sweet because it gives us a chance to recognize all that he's accomplished and all that he is, not just here, but in his various assignments around the world. Again, 23 years of service. And I know as an example, you know, lieutenants who were stationed around the world, who met him when they were young MS2s, MS1s, still keep in touch with him. One of them came back, Lieutenant Yancey here. Welcome to you, Lieutenant Yancey. Thanks for being here today. So if you don't know Lieutenant Yancey, class of 11, currently stationed out at Lewis McChord, is an artillery officer. So if you want to know a little bit more about that as we're eating cake afterward, please talk to him. But again, thanks. And to Sergeant Walker, obviously, wherever you went to, tremendous impact. During his 23 years, some of you know some of this history, but for those who don't, let me just share a little bit about Sergeant First Class Tony Walker. 23 years as a soldier. Served all over the United States. Fort Sill, Fort now Joint Base Lewis McChord, Fort Polk, Fort Jackson, where he came to us from. He's been overseas in Korea and Germany. He has, I mean, we all know he's an artilleryman. I don't know how you missed that, so we know he is. But he is also a master fitness trainer. That probably shocks some of you. He's a certified safety NCO. He's got all kinds of schools and badges and all kinds of things that he has earned over his career. And he has led soldiers in field artillery units, of course, but he has also helped prepare reserve component soldiers for deployment. He's helped train soldiers as an instructor. Everything he's done, he has excelled. That is without question if you look at his record. He is somebody who's a former Instructor of the Year at the Field Artillery Center at Fort Sill. Here at ETSU, he was nominated by some of your peers to be the College of Business and Technology's Faculty Member of the Year, Instructor, Professor of the Year. So doesn't matter what the environment is, he's excelling. And again, everything he's done extremely well. Here at ETSU, where he's been for the last 3 years, he has brought the same warrior ethos that he had out in the field with soldiers in combat. He's brought that professionalism. He's brought a commitment to excellence and an absolute concern for soldiers, and he's taken that, and as Sergeant Horn's learning now how to translate that stuff from soldier to cadet, from operational Army to institution of higher learning. That's not easy for somebody who has, for the first 20 years of their career, dealt with soldiers and only soldiers, dealt with almost exclusively male soldiers. You know, so for female cadets, just like with, you know, Sergeant Goodine, for example, Sergeant Grenier before him, this is the first place that some NCOs serve where they ever interact with females in a professional setting. Interesting to think about because it's common nature, you know, it's second nature to you all. But again, regardless of where he's been, what he's been doing, excellence. And here he's not just been the MS2 instructor, which most of you know him as. He taught the MS3s. He's taught MS1s. He's helped me teach MS4s. He has been, you know, role player par excellence with maybe not portraying an excellent NCO, but certainly portraying that NCO excellently with his pillow and his sweat and his, you know, let me know if it gets, what is it, hotter than what? Catfish grease. Let me know if it gets that way in here. You know, so he's done that instructor piece. He has, yeah, some of you MS4s are remembering that. He has coached the running club. He has led the Ranger Challenge team when he was the only Sergeant First Class in the entire brigade to be a senior military instructor as we waited on Sergeant Goodine to arrive. He's also made a difference on campus. As many of the cadre did, he volunteered in financial aid office every semester. Might even talk to you on the phone and trying to get questions answered when they needed some help. He sat out at welcome booths, tables, helping lost freshmen find their way to dorms or doing whatever. He has been a great supporter of ETSU athletics and, you know, been at lots of games, cheering people on, just, you know, bringing what to him is natural, what to some of us is hard, but his motivational, just, you know, in a good way, in your face kind of style to share that spirit with this community. And much more than just an Army guy. He has really made us and the campus better. But I will tell you that as I was thinking about him, I think beyond his individual accomplishments, and again, I gave you some of them, there are a lot more, what he's most going to be remembered for is the way he personally invests in the connection he makes with every single individual, whether it's a soldier or a cadet, or a cadre member, or, you know, whoever it is, but especially with young soldiers, and especially in my time that I've known them with cadets. You all know this the same way I do, that he spends the majority of his days counseling informally, talking with cadets. It doesn't matter what the topic is. He can talk to you about anything and everything. Whatever you all need, he's there, and he's there to listen, and he'll give you what he knows. He'll point you in the right direction if that's what you need. But that's how he spends all his time, making that connection. I can almost guarantee that every single cadet in this room, you will probably, 30 years from now, remember that guy's name. Probably be able to remember his face. Maybe hear him saying J-We in a really loud voice in the gym. I don't want to try and mimic it because I can't. But, you know, Cadet We, that's 20-year legacy with Sergeant Lager there. But that's just what he does. And I will tell you that whether you know it or not now, whether you really realize it, in many ways, he is absolutely helping you realize your full potential. Because he listens and he cares, and he just takes action as appropriate to make you better. Some of you know that from personal experience, some of you maybe haven't, but know that it's happening to you, even if you're not exactly aware of it, because that's just how impressive he is. And again, not just in the battalion, but there's a reason Dr. Lewis is here from the College of Education and the church where Sergeant Walker attends. You know, the rest of the congregation is at work, but apparently the pastor was praying for and praising on our first class Tony Walker on Sunday. I can only imagine what that was like. But thank you for being here too, Dr. Lewis. Now we get him for just a few more days. I know we got commissioning tomorrow. Next week he's out of here. And then he will go on transition leave. He's got another Army retirement ceremony down at Fort Jackson later this month. And he will spend the summer hopefully enjoying himself, hopefully trying to firm up plans for after the Army, and then he'll enter the retirement rolls on the 1st of September. And I know there's a reason he's sitting in the back hiding, because despite some of his persona, he would much rather have preferred that I just let this slide and that we let him get out of here. Yeah, Miss Aaron knows she's not. Just get out of here, and he'd shake your hand tomorrow, and that'd be that. But that's not the way the Army does things, and we certainly don't want a guy like Sergeant Walker to get out of here without a chance for us to come together as a family and bring in some invited guests, capture this on film, and for the masses who I'm sure are watching this from Detroit, and we've got alumni who couldn't make it and they're watching. I know I got a bunch of notes back from former cadets who said, yep, I'm going to try and tune in, and if not, I'm watching it on YouTube. For all those reasons, we want to make sure we have this event so we can formally recognize everything he's done and tell him what he means to us. And just for cadets who don't know, here's some more good news. We are trying hard to keep him here in the Tri-Cities area. We've got some potential opportunities that he's looking at and interested in, and that we're trying to help with. And so who knows, we may not have seen the last of Sergeant Walker after this week. Who knows, we may do some event in the fall, and there he'll be with some young men and women that he's continuing to mold and shape their lives. So anyway, that would be great if that happens. But regardless of where he ends up, what he ends up doing, just Sergeant Walker, know that you know, all the best from us, all the best from me, and you will always have a special place here in the Buck Battalion. You're always welcome back. And with that, I'm going to say, now it's your turn to come stand up here, because we got to do some other things. Come on up. Sir, we'll put him right in the middle. I did not, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Sergeant First Class Walker will be awarded the Meritorious Service Medal. Attention to orders. The Meritorious Service Medal was presented to Sergeant First Class Tony E. Walker of the United States Army for exceptional meritorious service in positions of increasing responsibility, culminating as the military science instructor at East Tennessee State University. Throughout his 23 years of exemplary service, Sergeant First Class Walker's commitment to excellence, technical and tactical skills, professionalism, and exceptional ability to relate to soldiers and cadets have made him an invaluable asset to every unit in which he has served. His numerous contributions and outstanding performance of duty reflect great credit upon him, the United States Army Cadet Command, and the United States Army. Signed, James M. McDonald, Major General, Commanding.
What we can load you down.
Just as he did in previous assignments, Sergeant First Class Walker has made a significant positive impact on everyone with whom he's come into contact here with the ETSU. Today we present him with some gifts to thank him for his outstanding work and to hopefully help him remember this day in the years ahead. For each of the past 3 years, Sergeant First Class Walker has been the consummate teacher and mentor to cadets. As a primary instructor for our MS2 cadets and a one-time instructor for the MS3s, during his tenure as the SMI, he brought excitement to the classroom, demanding effort and commitment from cadets and motivating them to do their best. As the advisor to our running club and the coach of our 2010 Ranger Challenge team, during its train-up for the 7th Brigade competition at Fort Knox, he consistently pushed cadets to excel and helped set the conditions for all the achievements of this past year. He's clearly played a large role in the Buck Battalion's success. He has also been a tremendously positive role model for cadets, demonstrating daily what a senior non-commissioned officer in the United States Army should be and what he should look like. And embodying the words of the NCO creed that state, "No one is more professional than I." To thank him for all he is and all he has done, our cadets would like to give him a farewell gift. Now I'd like to ask Cadets Doss and Parrott to please come forward to make their presentation.
On behalf of the cadets, we'd like to present you with a shadow box. It's all about you, and then we also got you a frame.
Also, frame and the Buck Battalion, signed by the Buck Battalion by all the cadets. To you from the cadets on. Oh man, thanks.
Show me the shadow box. Hey, tilt the top of that thing forward there. Ready? Tilt the top of it forward.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, ready? One more time. God.
Nice.
Now, on behalf of all our cadre, Master Sergeant Goodine, our senior non-commissioned officer, will make a presentation. Master Sergeant Goodine.
Never thought I'd actually hold that I didn't steal artillery colors. Here's what I'll tell you. Sergeant Walker, incredible role model for you guys. And I think probably Lieutenant Yancey here could speak to it best. He's either giving you what you should expect out of your first platoon sergeant, or let you know what you should expect so you can fix it if you don't get something like Sergeant Walker. But incredible role model for you guys. Here, you hold it. You're going to tilt it forward, and Jim's going to say numbers, and then he's going to push a button. It may not be 3.
While his 3 years here at ETSU mark only the final chapter of a long and illustrious career, during those 3 years, Sergeant First Class Walker's words and deeds have provided our cadets and cadre with many memorable events, ones we won't soon forget. Our last gift today is intended to help him remember some of those moments and to thank him for being such a significant part of our lives during the final assignment of his career. Because he holds such a special place in the Buck Battalion, we thought it only fitting that we send him off with a scrapbook of pictures and words from those whom he has impacted. We hope that years from now will provide fond memories of your time here. If Miss Debbie Donaldson, our Human Resources Tech, and Miss Angela Hare, our former executive aide and expert scrapbooker, would please come forward.
Y'all really trying to get to me now.
Well, what can we say? 188 pounds of steel and sex appeal? He missed the sharp training yesterday, and that's it. Here it is for you. Angela needs a Kleenex. Can y'all, anybody have a Kleenex?
There we go, Angela.
Man, where these pictures come from?
Oh, it gets better.
See them guns right there. See them guns?
That's why there's fireworks.
That's right. There you go. Right? Oh, come rubbing you slick. Okay. Y'all ain't gonna nah. I know y'all know what I'm looking at, but y'all follow. Major Campbell.
Where did that come from? I save all pictures.
Still right. Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. That's right, King of Battle. Y'all too much. Thank you. Miss you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've just seen and heard thank yous from a number of the people with whom First Class Walker has served with here at ETSU. Our last presentation, though, comes from someone a little higher up in the chain of command. Please let me read to you the words from a certificate of appreciation. Dear First Class Walker, it is with great pride that we present to you some small tokens of our appreciation for your career of distinguished service to our Army and to our nation. Army Strong captures the essence of the warrior spirit and our Army's culture. Even in retirement, you remain a valuable part of the Army team. A living testament to the saying, once a soldier, always a soldier. In the years to come, remember that our fellow citizens' appreciation for serving soldiers' strength and selflessness also echoes their thanks for your legacy of leadership and patriotism. Again, please accept our deepest gratitude for you and your family's sacrifice and commitment. Army Strong, signed Raymond F. Chandler III, Sergeant Major of the Army, Raymond T. Odierno, General, United States Army Chief of Staff, and John M. McHugh, Secretary of the Army.
All right, there's more.
Along with that framed certificate, Sergeant First Class Walker is receiving an American flag in recognition of his exceptional service to our nation.
No numbers?
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Good artillery.
All the way to 3?
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, to close the formal portion of today's event, please rise for attention to orders. Department of the Army, this is to certify that Tony Walker, Sergeant First Class, Regular Army, having served faithfully and honorably, is released from active duty and placed on the retirement list. Effective 31 August 2012, signed Raymond T. Odierno, General, United States Army Chief of Staff. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant First Class Tony Walker.
Hey, 3 years went real quick, you know. I don't even know what to say, you know. I guess, first of all, all glory and honor to God, you know. Without him, I'm nothing. And I know it was him who got me through these 23 years. And kept me driving and pointing in the right direction, you know, and trying to do the right thing all the time. All right? Y'all didn't know I had a spiritual side, did you? Colonel Redmond, Colonel Jeffers, Master Sergeant Goodeye, XO, hey, it's been an honor serving with you guys. You know, every day coming to work, you know, it wasn't work. You know, it was always entertaining. It was fun. You know, no, when we worked, you know, but coming here, getting up every morning, you know, it was worth coming in here knowing that I had the leadership, you know, that had my back and was willing to let me be an NCO and do what I need to do to make sure that our cadets and everything was squared away. So I thank you for that. There's two people in here that I really want to thank, because when I got here, they kind of like pulled me in and, you know, showed me what ROTC was all about as far as dealing with students and cadets and things like that. All right, and without them two, I'm gonna tell you right now, the battalion would not run. We would just be knuckle draggers, walking around the hallways. All right, and that's Miss Donaldson and Miss Hare. All right, those two women right there. Hey, anytime I had an issue, anytime I didn't know anything, if I wanted some information, especially if I wanted some information on you cadets, you know, because y'all always run to Debbie, I knew where to go and get the answers, all right? And those two right there always kept me straight. Whenever you cadets were getting on my nerves, I'd go talk to Ms. Hare, and we'd laugh and we'd joke, and I would be all right, and I'd continue on with my work day. Whenever I wanted to get the skinny on you cadets, I'd go talk to Ms. Donaldson, because y'all go in there and tell all y'all business to her. All I had to do was go ask her, and she gonna tell me. I don't know why y'all think y'all go around the cadre and go to Ms. Donaldson. She gonna tell us. I'm just letting y'all know she telling on y'all. But without those two, hey, the battalion, hey, we'll be struggling. And I just want to thank you too for all you did for me while I was here, and I'll forever have you in my heart. Another big part of this battalion is the ROO, Major McKenzie back there, who stepped in and basically turned this whole recruiting thing all around. I mean, he's done an amazing job with what we have going on, bringing students in and making sure that our program is up and running. That's a hard-working man right there, and you know, I want to thank you, sir, for all the job that you do for the battalion, because, you know, without you, we wouldn't be standing either, you know. And to the cadets, to all you that's sitting here, thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate it. Some way, some form, fashion, one way or another, I've talked to just about everybody sitting here, okay? Be it personal, you know, school, whatever the case may be, you know, I've come in contact with each one of you in some kind of way. And if I help just one person sitting here, you know, I was successful, okay? If I help you get over that hump, if I pointed you in the right direction, you know, whatever it may be, school, personal life, whatever the case may be, I was successful, okay? That's the way I see it. Like the Colonel said, I'm straightforward, you know, and the first thing, when first day of class, when the first day of class kicks off, the first thing I tell everybody is, you're gonna get it raw and uncut from me, all right? So don't come in here with your handkerchief, or you might wanna come in here with your handkerchief if you're gonna talk to me, okay? Because I'm not gonna hold it back. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it's gonna be, all right? Then it's up to you to man up or woman up and do what it takes to be successful after that, all right? I look around this room, and I look at Birchfield, I look at McNeil, and I look at all these other, got Lieutenant Yancey came back here, thank you, sir. And I look at all these faces and hope that in some small way, you know, that, you know, I help you guys out. You know, if it's one from me and McNeil in the gym pumping out push-ups till our arms can't move anymore, or me getting in Birchfield's tail telling her to speak up, all all right? Use our outside voice, all right? You know, these are the kind of things that you guys are gonna have to take from here, not only from me, but from all the cadre that are here, because we've been there and we've done that. You're our future, all right? Your moms and your dads trusted you or trusted us with you to make sure that we lead and guide you and point you in the right direction, all right? And yes, we've been your fathers and your mothers and your uncles and your boyfriends and your girlfriends, and I done heard it all right? And we've been all of that, you know, to you guys. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. That's what we're here for, you know. We're preparing you for the next step, all right? MS4s, they're about to walk out the door, all right? They got their big day tomorrow, you know. And to all the MS4s, I say to you guys, take everything that you've learned here, develop it, mold it, make it your own, all right? And when you go out there and you step in front of that platoon, you step out there with a command presence that you want to be there, all right? That you want to learn, and that you're ready to lead, because you are, okay? There's going to be some gloom and stuff that's going to come along with it, but you're ready for that next step. If you wasn't, you wouldn't be walking across that stage tomorrow. Roger? MS3s, guess what? You're at the door. It's your time to shine. This summer, there shouldn't be any issue with anybody coming back here with as many ease as we had last year, right? From LDAC. You guys are a very talented class that's about to go up there, all right? So when you get up there, just remember what you're all about, all right? You have that inner strength. Remember, the cadre is not going to be there to put that boot in your butt, okay? You're not going to be in the same platoon with everybody that you see around here. You're going to have other kids from other schools. So guess what? You got to rely back on that training that you got here. And it'll take you a long way. I guarantee you. All right? I guarantee you. MS2s, MS1s, hey, your time is coming too. And guess what? It starts now. It doesn't start when you're MS3. Right? It starts when you're MS1. So take that time. Do the things that you know that you need to do to make yourself successful. If you don't know, ask somebody. Don't ever assume anything. Okay? The doors are always open, and you guys know that. All right? I've had a great time here. Like the Colonel said, if everything works out or works in my favor, you guys probably see me around. Be here in Johnson City, probably working at one of the high schools or something like that, junior ROTC. We'll see. All right? So I'll probably be I don't know what y'all call it here, Tri-City night, Johnson City night, whatever it is. Whatever it is around here. Y'all got to see, I'm from the big city. I'm from a big city. So, you know, moving down to a smaller city takes some getting used to. All right? But, hey, it's all good. I can make it happen. I can make it work. All right? So I thank everybody for coming out. I thank the Colonel Wehrman, all the cadre for making this thing happen. Y'all thought y'all was going to get some tears from me today, but it's not happening. It's not going down like that. So, to you, Saul Walker, out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the formal portion of our ceremony. Please join us in congratulating our first class Walker and enjoy the refreshments. We also hope to see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. in Brooks Gym as we commission 9 new lieutenants for our Army. Thank you again for being with us today. Please be safe as you travel.
Do a little receiving line right here. Shake this man.